Welcome once again to Cincinnati People. Today we are talking with the CEO of PigWorks, the guy in charge of the biggest weekend of running in Cincinnati, Doug Olberding from the Flying Pig Marathon. Doug, thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you for having me, Catherine. It has been a crazy week, and we are like in full sprint towards the weekend.
And sprints and marathons seem opposite, but no, they are one and the same this week. All right, so let's talk about. Obviously, we know the Flying Pig Marathon. It has been around now for 27 years. It is an icon in Cincinnati, but there are some changes this year. Let's start with the Expo, which I mean, whether you're running or not, the Expo is where you need to be. But a location change this year because of construction.
Yeah, that was something that we were aware of last year, and we knew we were going to have to temporarily relocate this year. So we are at the Northern Kentucky Convention Center, and if you've ever been there, you know that it is much smaller than the Duke Energy Convention Center. So on Thursday, the Flying Pig Marathon Expo opens. We'll have ASICS there, P&G, all of our partners will be there. And we've asked our participants to schedule a time to come in and get their packets, just so we don't, flood everybody in at the same time. But I also want everyone to know that everyone is welcome to the Flying Pig Marathon Expo. So we're really excited to get this going, and really excited for this weekend.
The Expo is one of my favorite places, whether you run, walk, or just exist. The deals you can get there, it's amazing. Not just the merch, but just all kinds of stuff from your favorite vendors. It's a fun place to kick off the weekend, right?
Yes, it is. And I will tell you this, that, in a much smaller space, we couldn't fit all of our vendors in there, but a lot of the vendors that would normally be at the Expo are going to be at the post-race party on Sunday. So
wonderful.
Some of them there. The post-race party on Sunday is going to be hopping because we've got a lot of stuff going on there.
So the races begin there on Friday night, and you were telling me there's a big change. So what is it on Friday night?
I don't know if it's a big change, but it's exciting for us. The 50 West Mile kicks off our weekend of running events, and we have our friends at ASICS approached us several months ago about adding something that we're calling the Blue Jean Mile. And the Blue Jean Mile is an event to remember the life of one of our friends' sons who lost his life to suicide. And his brother sort of dedicated himself to trying to set the world record in the mile, but running in blue jeans. And he did that. He ran a 4:06 mile in blue jeans.
That's incredible.
So they kind of had this idea, can we spread this around? So we are leaning into the Blue Jean Mile. We had to build the plane while we were flying it, but it's going to be the first heat of the 50 West Mile on Friday night. And we are getting some specially outfitted blue jeans for our pig. And the pig and we are running the Blue Jean Mile together on Friday night. So really excited about that.
So pig blue jeans, like Flying Pig mascot blue jeans, cannot be bought off the rack. So these are specially made.
They're literally being custom made right now. So this is going to be cool. And we'll be presenting a donation on behalf of ASICS and the Flying Pig Marathon to 1 in 5, which is the local charity that Nancy Eigel Miller founded in memory of her husband. And so we're really happy to be working with them on this project.
A wonderful organization, and also an example of the pig being a nonprofit, working with other nonprofits and helping out in that respect. Let's move on to Saturday. Saturday, obviously Sunday's the big day for the marathon, half marathon, and relay. But Saturday, for those who may not have been down, that is just an absolute blast to see people of all ages, abilities, you name it, they're everywhere. Tell us about the events that are happening then on Saturday.
Okay, so Saturday, we're super excited. Kicks off with the 10K, followed by the 5K, followed by the 26th mile. That is the kids' race, where young grade school children are coming to run the 26th mile of their spring training that they did in school. We have the diaper dash, and we have the flying fur, and the cool one at the very end. It's the event that will guarantee to bring a tear to your eye. Pig Abilities, which is our event for our athletes with developmental disabilities. We have record turnout this year. Last year, we had
that's awesome.
about 178. We're pushing 2,000 this year. And this is the thing where I think the person that gets the loudest cheer is the final athlete to cross the finish line. So we're super excited for that. That'll be the event that closes out Saturday.
Just an absolute blast being down there. And then, of course, the big races on Sunday, which kick off with the opening ceremonies at 6:15, and the marathon, half marathon, and relay there at 6:30. Tell me what you're thinking going into. You've been a part of the Flying Pig for years and years, but this is your first time as CEO of PigWorks. And so tell me what you're thinking going into this first Sunday.
Well, I've the whole last several months, I'm just keeping my eyes wide open. But I would say this, we're our small but mighty staff. I mean, when I tell people that there's 11 people working full time, their jaw drops to the floor. We have great friends who are our contractors. Of course, Game Day Communication and Elmwood Consulting up in Columbus, but several other individuals who come in and help us out on race day. But I feel like we could not do sort of the additional stuff that we do if it wasn't for the staff being so good. And it has allowed me to focus on growing the pig and making this event an experience that rewards everyone's emotions, spectators, participants, sponsors, everybody. So, I'm sleeping okay, but there are the, pop up in the middle of the night, oh my God, and then you can't get back to sleep. So, but I have to say, I'm sleeping okay. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
That's a great thing. One of the things that you did this year, starting in January, was take the pig on tour, which we've talked about before, but tell us how that went, going to different running groups and sharing the great news.
That has been, I have to say, that was one of the unexpected pleasures of this job. It started with our training kickoff in January, and I saw all these people. We had like 500 people, people all from all different running groups that showed up for that event, and it got me thinking, I should go up and meet up with them, And so we put a message out on social media. I thought I concluded the tour on April 5th, but I actually concluded it last weekend because other people popped up and wanted me to run with them. I think it was all told 18 different groups that I ran with, and these were, everything from a small 5 or 6 person group all the way up to 70 or 80, and literally every ability of runner. I met with City Gospel Mission and their Step Forward program, which is just a beautiful program. And the coolest thing, like last Wednesday, I met up with the Bridge Adaptive folks and got to train with them and even get in one of the hand cycles and ride, one of the hand cycles around. So it's been a lot of fun. I can't wait to actually pick it up again in summer. It's going to keep me in shape.
That's for sure. I'll tell you, we look forward to this weekend. It is, as I said, one of the great weekends on the Cincinnati sports calendar, or Cincinnati social calendar, to be fair. Doug Olberding, thank you so much. Best of luck this weekend. We'll see you at the Pig.
Thank you, Catherine.